Hello guys, welcome back to SaaS Ltd Deals. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell icon so that you never miss any of our uploads. I'm back with another review and today I'm going to review 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀. So if you have a podcast or if you're planning to run a podcast, this tool can be extremely helpful because it will monetize your podcast in various ways. It will give you a sales page where you can have various details about your podcast and you can also sell that with various pricings, and it also has various other advanced features such as you can do SMS automations, which means you can send SMS to the listeners of your podcast or to potential people that can listen to your podcast. And the great news is 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀 is now currently available on Appsumo as a lifetime deal. The regular price is close to $400, but at Appsumo you are getting this lifetime deal at only $49, and this is a one-time single payment. Now let's have a look at all the features that you are going to get with this Appsumo deal. So as you can see, there are unlimited SMS credits and you have to have a Twilio account for that. There is AI writer that can generate description. There is an AI audio to transcribe your audio. There is analytics feature, Google and Facebook pixel integration, podcast player, sales page, SMS campaign, inbox, and so on. And here are two tiers that you can buy from Appsumo. The tier 1 costs $49, and here people can download your podcast or shows 500 times every month. But if you want unlimited limits, then you have to go to this license tier 2, which costs $179. And here your listeners can download your shows unlimited times. And there is also a 30-day podcaster course on this tier. So if you want to buy the lifetime deal of 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀 from Appsumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. And here are all the features, the primary features of 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 at a glance. So there is the keyword opt-in feature, AI integration. You can release your episodes in various methods. There is an player that you can embed on your website. There is mobile app, various SMS features, listener data, tracking code, Zapier integration, and also some other features. And here is the dashboard of 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀. The first thing I want to show you is how you can create a podcast or you can start your own podcast show. For that you have to go to this show. And as you can see, currently I have one show already. Here is the length and there is only one listener. And you can also see some other details. You can also add various episodes. You can see the listeners. You can change the settings for this show. You can also delete this show. So obviously your question have to be how to create a new show. For that, click on create new show. And keep in mind that you can also import your already existing shows from YouTube or RSS feed. For that, you have to click on this plus icon. And then as you can see, now you can import your podcast from YouTube, or you can also import that from RSS feed. So that is an amazing feature. And if you click on start from scratch, this page is going to appear as you can see. So first you have to provide a title and you can also let the AI handle it. So let's click on this AI. So as you can see, the AI has generated a random title, Unleashing Online Success. So let's copy this one. And as you can see, the text is now here. You can also mention the creator, and this is a must. You have to provide who is the creator of this show. And then you can also choose the cover art. So if you click on this pencil icon, now you can make a cover art from these icons that are already given. You can also choose the color. You can also upload your own cover. If you have made that, you can browse your computer and select that. But a great feature is 𝗗𝗶𝘀𝗀𝘀𝗀𝘀 also has their own AI that can make it for you. So let's click on AI. Now let's see what the AI generates. So as you can see, this is what we have got from the AI. And if you do not like it, you can upload your own or choose a color or pick one of these. So let's pick this one and let's keep this color. Now you also have to provide a summary for your podcast. Once again, click on AI. I don't want to write it manually. I want the AI to write it for me. So click on AI. So now the AI is writing a description for my podcast. So here is the description. Now let's also click on this copy button and it is going to appear on the summary section. Then you can choose the theme color. So it could be set to automatic or you can also manually choose this. And then you have to select how you want to release your episodes for your podcast. So if you want to release all of them at once, you can select this. You can also release one by one or multiple episodes after a specific time period. You can also select a specific calendar date when you want all of your episodes to be available. So let's keep it default. And then you can also select the access duration. So how long your listeners are going to have access to your show. So it could be forever or it could be when the audio feed expires. which means you can select any of these days, for example 5 days, and it basically means 5 days after listener installs this podcast Unleashing Online Success, it is going to expire. And then you can also select episode expire, which means when all of the episodes are listened by your listener, then it is going to expire. So let's keep it forever. And then now you have to provide some more details such as the owner of this show, the owner's email, and also the copyright. So let's provide those. So as you can see, the ownership information are going to look something like this. And then you can also select the email. Here you can provide what email you want to send, and you can already see a preview. To access your private feed, open this email on your phone, click the button below, then choose the podcast player you would like to listen in. So this is the message that is going to be sent to the person that want to listen to your podcast. And you can also change this image with various emojis. You can personalize it with listener name with fallback, listener email, install URL. You can also add media. So I'm simply going to click on save and preview. So here is a preview of our podcast show. Now let's click on create show. Now you can start uploading your episodes right now, or you can also do this later. And obviously you can now start uploading your episodes. You can upload all of your episodes as bulk, which means all of them at once. You can also add single episodes. So let's add the single episode. So first you have to provide the title, and then you have to choose the audio file for your podcast. Or you can also choose videos. So this is very interesting. You are not limited to only audio files. You can also select video files if you want. So let's select a audio file. As you can see, now the file is uploading and it is finished uploading. You can also preview this file if you want. And for your show, if this episode is a must watch or must listen, so you can click on this required, which means whenever someone is listening to your show, he must listen to this episode first to get into the next episodes. So for that, you have to check this option. And then you can also include this episode as sample episode if you check this option. And then you have to select the episode number, the summary, the transcription. Another great feature of Hero FM is the transcription. So you do not have to transcribe anything manually, which means write the subtitles for your podcast. The AI can generate it. All you have to do is click on AI, and based on the MP3 file that is given on here, the AI of Hero FM is going to transcribe and provide this transcription on this box. And then you can also add different types of notes and the contributors of this podcast. Now let's click on save. So as you can see, the episode has been created successfully, and on here, as you can see, this is episode number 1. You can make it record, you can listen to this audio, you can see the description, and also you can see the status. You can also see the number of episodes you have, the number of total downloads, the most popular episode, and also completions, which means how many episodes have been completed. And you can also embed this podcast on your website if you click on this embed, as you can see. So here is the script that you have to paste on your website. And before you do that, first you have to enable public sharing. Then you can copy this code. And there is another section which is this listeners. So here you can add various listeners. You can add a lot of them at once by uploading a CSV file, or you can also add a single listener. For that, click on this. You have to provide the full name, the first name, last name, email, phone number. Phone number is very important. And then you have to select which show, for which show you want that listener. And you can also add various tags. Then you can click on create to add a listener. And if you already look at my show, so there is already one that I created, this one. And if I go to these listeners, as you can see, I have already added a listener and I have enabled his access. So you can see the stats of listeners on the top, as you can see. And you can see obviously the episodes. You can also add as many episodes as you want. All you have to do is click on this plus icon. Then you can add a new episode, or you can also click on this to add a new listener. And if you click on a show, this one or this one, so now you can see an overview. So you can monetize your podcast by clicking on this. You can create keyword for your podcast. So if you click on this monetization, it is going to take you to this money or pricing page. Here you can set your pricing, but before you do that, you must connect your Stripe account. Then you will get a sales page of your own with your own web address. You can also track your podcast with Facebook Pixel and Google Analytics integration. And you can also provide the details about your show. You can add reviews, FAQs, and various other things, as you can see. And then there's the settings. So on the settings, you are going to get various basic settings about your show that you can change. And then I would like to show you some other features of 𝗗𝗃. So you can also create campaigns and you can also create automations. And on those automations or campaigns, you can add various leads or the potential listeners for your show. So first of all, for that you have to go to this contact section. And as you can see, currently there are 2 contacts. So I can also add a new contact by clicking on this. And now I have to add a new contact by providing this information. So you can add a new contact and then you can add those contacts to your campaigns to make sure your podcast show is getting proper reach. So let me show you this campaign. So when you want to create a campaign, first you have to click on this create your first campaign. Now you have to add your phone number and Twilio account. That is a must to launch a campaign. So here is the campaign message. You can add emojis or you can also personalize with listener name with fallback email. So it is going to appear as this and you might already be familiar with this. You can also select the unsubscribe message and you can select it to the listeners of this show or this show. So you have to choose your show on this section. You can also add various tags. And once you create your campaign, you can send it now, which means immediately launch your campaign, or you can also schedule your campaign. And then there is keywords. And on here you can add various opt-in keywords. So let me show you that. Let's click on create first keyword. Once again, you have to connect your Twilio account to use this feature. Now here is the status for your keywords. And on this box, you can provide the opt-in keywords. So what are those keywords? On the right side, you can see a preview. So as you can see from 𝗗𝗃, these messages are going to be sent. So reply with your email address and your audio product will be sent straight to your inbox and the customer is going to provide the email and you can change those on here. For example, you can select, so if you deselect this, which means if you do not want to collect email, you can deselect this. You can also collect names as you can see. So here is the preview for the name and here is the message. So last message is going to be this, tap this link to access Lester Wish show. And so this is going to be that. So you can add also some other messages. Then if you add this show name, it is going to add your show name just like this one on the right side. And then you can save these keywords if you want. And then there are some automations that you can do. So click on create your first automation. And now you can select first a show. And then you can select the trigger event, which means when the automation is going to trigger. So if you want the automation to get triggered when the listener gets access, you can select this. And then what to trigger. So you can select the action from here. So if you want to send an SMS or an email, mobile app notification, audio show, or create a webhook. For example, I want to send SMS. So once again, I will get this page where I have to add my Twilio account first. Then I have to select when I want to send the email. If I want to do it immediately or delay, send until specific minutes. So let's select immediately and then you can send this message, whatever message you want. And last but definitely not the least feature on 𝗗𝗃 is this inbox. So on this inbox, once again, you have to connect your Twilio account and all of the conversations that you have done on 𝗗𝗃 using Twilio, all of them are going to appear on here. You can also start a new chat and then you can search for a contact. For example, as you can see, I have typed G and all the contacts containing this G letter is appearing. So this is how the inbox is going to work. You can now start chatting if you want. All you have to do is type the message and then click on send to send the message. And there are also some integration options available. So let's go to this. So you can add your Stripe account when you want to monetize your podcast. You can also add Twilio account and you can also add other apps if you want. So overall, I think 𝗗𝗃 is an excellent tool that can monetize your podcast in a proper way. And you do not have to go through a lot of steps for that. All you have to do is create your show. Then you can add episodes. You can also schedule those episodes if you want. And then there are also some advanced features such as SMS automation and also campaigns to make sure your podcast is getting proper reach. So overall, if you want to buy the Appsumo deal of 𝗗𝗃 as a lifetime deal from Appsumo, make sure you check the link in the description below. Here are all the features and here are 2 tiers that you can buy from Appsumo. So that's it for our today's video. I hope you have found the video to be helpful. If you do, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.